The curse of my family not having shit. I'm passionate like girls that's after more than just cash and dick. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the pack and shit. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kapernick.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike Mack, and I'm back with a serious one. So this is going to be called Why the NFL Can't Sign Colin Kaepernick Now. So recently, one of the players the first player who started supporting Kaepernick's protests and kneeling, Eric Reid, was signed by the Carolina Panthers. Now, if you haven't been following this, Eric Reid, who is a safety, very great safety at that, well, good safety, I'll put it as that, he did the protest with Kaepernick, and for the past almost year and a half, he's been out of a job. He's been a free agent for about a year. Man, close to a year and a half. But finally got signed. Now, a lot of people were upset about this in the league, but a lot of people outside the league weren't really making that much noise. A, he wasn't the first one to do the protest, and B, not too many people really followed the 49ers like that because they weren't that good of a team. But if you were an Eric Reid fan, you did know he didn't have a job. So I can't really say I'm a fan, but I did know that he wasn't playing at the time. And so when he got signed by the Panthers, I thought that was pretty good. But there still is no signing for Kaepernick. And I don't think the teams can. The main reason being is because if a team signed Colin Kaepernick, that would probably prove his point that they blackballed him into not getting into the league. Now, the reason I say that is when the team does sign Kaepernick, it's not going to be like Eric Reid, where there was no real ESPN, showing of it, wasn't no big hoopla about it. A lot of people didn't go on Instagram and say, finally, Eric Reid has a job again, he deserves it, congratulations. This will be breaking news, not just for the NFL, but for America. And if you thought that people were upset about the whole Nike thing, imagine if he actually got a job again. That would throw everybody into chaos, because you'd have the people all upset, and you'd have the people defending Kaepernick, and it'd be a whole lot of stuff for people who actually don't know the motherfucker. So it would be pretty climactic with that. But at the same time, though, you would also have the hearing of asking, why did you finally sign Kaepernick after almost 2 years of ignoring him? The teams would have to answer that question. The owner would have to answer that question. The GM, the coach, everybody would have to answer that question. Like, oh, well, we finally decided to sign him because, we were out of our luck. We needed some help. He's a good quarterback. Well, he's been good for the past 2 years. So what was that then? Oh, well, at the time, we didn't really need, quarterback and this. Oh, so if it's a quarterback that's been hurt, or if it's a team who's had quarterback troubles, like Tennessee, like Miami, Indianapolis, they'd have to actually answer for that. So right now, the only team that could possibly get away from that is the team really needing a quarterback right now, which is the San Francisco 49ers, where Kaepernick started. They need a quarterback because their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, just tore his ACL. So now they're stuck with CJ Pathea, who was benched after throwing about 4 picks in the game, and also going about he won the game. He was 1-9. Then he got hurt. Then Garoppolo played. Garoppolo did good, so they ran with Garoppolo. Garoppolo hasn't been that good, but they were still going to run with Garoppolo because he's a lot better than Pathea. Now they're going to have to rely back on him, so they might just need to call Kaepernick. Now, the reason why I say they possibly have a reason to where they can dodge out of the whole, well, it wasn't really a thing against Cap, or we didn't really try to blackball him. They can say that Kaepernick opted out of his contract early. So this whole time we figured that if he came back, it would be a whole lot of animosity in there. He's been here for the past couple years, so there might be people who know where he lives, or are able to figure out where he lives, and then they'll go vandalize his home, attack his family. We didn't want to put him in that situation. They can use that BS reason, and but they would seem more justifiable in that, because there would be some basis in that. He was there for 4 years. People probably do know where he lives. people probably could go and probably try to harm him or his family, even though, you know, there's protections against that, but whatever. So they would probably be the only ones with that type of backup. Now, with that, if they start doing bad and then they don't sign Colin Kaepernick, that's going to be extra evidence for his case of collusion to keep him out of the league, which is another thing. They can't just say, well, you know, we wanted to sign him because we needed help. Okay? But why? Because depending on your reason, you'll be giving perfect evidence against the NFL for colluding. Which, by the way, seems like Colin Kaepernick's going to win that case anyway. Well, not win that case, but probably settle. They'll probably settle. Pay him some money. Pay him some continuous money. So, you know, it depends on what's going on. But, let's see what happens. See how San Francisco handles this. Because if things don't go, you know, the way they want with the CJ dude, it's going to be another bad season for them. That'll be their fault. You know, you still got some other players out there that do need to still get signed. You also got some teams that are still dealing with quarterback troubles that they'll probably be looking out for people. And, you know, after a while, they might just have to break down and bring Kaepernick back. They brought Eric Reed back, and you can say he was being blackballed for a while, but a lot of teams are struggling on defense right now, so they couldn't really keep a good player like that out. Let's see how long they can hold out with Kaepernick. Any comments on this, you know, leave them in the comment section. I know this is about Kaepernick, so a lot of trolls might say something bad and do the whole, you know, well, they don't want somebody disrespecting America back in, whatever, all that. But, you know, any positive comments will be heard and replied to. You know, thank you for your viewership and subscribe.
The curse of my family not having shit. I'm passionate like girls that's after more than just cash and dick. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the pack and shit. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick.